are Hannah and Nathan.
And we are in Scotland.
And if you have watched our 3 previous videos, you will already know that we have been road tripping around the Isle of Skye in our camper van, Claudia.
In our last video, we did our longest ever hike, which was 15 miles through the Cullinan Mountains. I'm going to have an easier day tomorrow, for sure.
Yeah, rest day tomorrow. And today we want to take you with us to the Isle of Raasay. So come on and jump aboard the ferry with us.
Good morning.
Morning.
We've had a bit of a lie-in and a bit of an easy morning, and we're going to have an easy day after the walk, so we're going to try and head to Raasay.
Yeah, looking forward to that. We looked this morning at the population of Raasay and there's only like 192 people that live on there, isn't there?
Yeah, and it's something like 14 miles long, so yeah, it's very small.
Hopefully we'll see some more animals in their natural habitat too. Seals, otters maybe, stags.
Yeah. First stop, Portree, because we've got to pick up a parcel that we've ordered. Don't matter where you are in Skye, there's always a view.
Parcel received and we headed back to Skye to join the ferry queue.
If you are watching this video for info on Raasay, the ferry procedure is first come, first serve.
Unless you are the local postie. The first ferry ride with Claudia.
Next stop, the Isle of Raasay. In just 25 minutes, this vessel will transport you and your vehicle from Skye to the Isle of Raasay.
Enough seal spotting, it was time to hop back in Claudia to disembark.
So we're in the Isle of Raasay. We've got off at Clatcham, which is where the majority of the 195 people live, and we are just heading north now because we're going to go to Brockhall Castle and Callum's Road, and then we're going to come back down here.
Our first glimpses on Raasay, and it was very clear that this small island is very remote. This road that we are driving along is the main road to get around from north to south. So we've just driven off the ferry and we are now having a stop at Brockhall Castle, which is one of the few tourist attractions to do on the Isle of Raasay, just because the Isle of Raasay is so unspoilt and it's not built up at all. This is classed as one of the main tourist attractions.
Yeah, there's one road up here and it's all single track, and the view is mainland Scotland and it's Applecross.
Yeah, Applecross just over there.
Over there. Right, let's go.
So just behind us we have what's left of Brockhall Castle. The ruins date back to the 15th, early 16th century.
Yeah, pretty old that. Funnily enough, Callum's Road was built by a bloke called Callum. He single-handedly built this 2-mile stretch using just a spade and a wheelbarrow in the mid-60s. Look at them.
We've just seen 2 stags. 2 stags, and I think we just scared them though, so they're just gone round the corner. I don't know if we'll be able to get them now. Oh, there was just 2 of them though.
Yeah,
So So because we saw those two stags, we've just pulled over, just parked up, and we're going to have a little walk just to see if we can find them, just to get a closer view of them.
Continuing further down Callum's Road on foot, it soon became very clear how this special little island offers incredibly vast yet untouched views.
As the noise around us was so empty, we had to make sure that we stayed super quiet in order to not scare away any wildlife. So we've just been out for about half an hour looking for those two stags that we saw when we drove past them. But unfortunately we haven't seen them, have we?
No, we've seen a little deer, three little deers, and that's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, so yeah, they've soon darted off and hidden away from us.
Yeah, I can't understand how they can hide so easy, but they can.
Yeah, they're really well hidden. Like there must be so many out in this area, but they're all hidden maybe in the bracken or somewhere like that. But yeah, we haven't seen those two stags. At least we saw them though.
We did see it,
Yeah.
we just didn't see them a second time.
No.
Back on Raasay's main road, we enjoyed more breathtaking views across the pond onto Skye's Cullion mountain range.
And to be honest, I was just thankful that we wasn't hiking up them again today and that both my feet were dry.
We are now at this lovely building, Raasay House. It's another one of the main attractions on the Isles of Raasay.
Yeah, and if you were to sit inside as well, the views that you're looking out onto are absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a massive
I'm
spot
videoing. So there's one last stop just before we get the ferry, and it's Raasay Distillery.
Yeah, I did actually have a Raasay gin the other night, didn't I? Which was lovely.
Yeah, back up in Ewing.
Yeah, in Ewing, and it was really nice. But yeah, we're at the distillery now.
Unfortunately, we were too late for the gin tasting tour. We have gifts for home, and that ends our time on Raasay as we're going back to the ferry port now. It's been stunning.
It has, it's been really nice. We've probably spent about 3 to 4 hours on the Isle of Raasay, and yeah, it's been well worth the little ferry trip over, hasn't it?
Yeah, brilliant day out and just what we needed, nice and relaxing.
Yeah. We made our way back to the ferry queue to board the 10th and last ferry crossing of the day.
Luckily, we were leaving Raasay just in time, as the Scottish Heavens opened. A quick fuel stop was needed before arriving back at base. And tonight's dish of the day, pasta salad. Despite the weather, we still headed out to the west of the island today in search of a swim stop and waterfalls.
The first waterfall was at this place.
I hope not.
So we were heading for the fairy pools this morning, and we were just on the way there. We're only about 2.5 miles away, but there's an oncoming driver who just wound the window down and he says, if you're heading for the fairy pools, don't bother because they're all flooded and they're turning everyone away. So unfortunately we can't go to the fairy pools, which was basically one of the main attractions on Skye as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we saved it for the best day. Oh well.
Yeah.
We've had a great time.
Yeah, we did have good weather yesterday and an amazing time on Isle of Raasay, and yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Just gonna have to turn around and find something else to do.
Yeah.
When all else fails, food is always a good idea.
So we found ourselves a nice little cafe in the middle of absolutely nowhere, called Donald John's Cafe.
We soon smashed down a full Scottish breakfast to set us up for a rainy day activity. So a rainy day calls for us to do a bit of van life chores. So yeah, we're just heading to the laundry room just to do a bit of washing, and we've just given Claudia a quick clean out in the cab, swept her out so she's nice and tidy.
Here's one I done earlier.
We guided our washing for the full 36-minute cycle.
Yeah, I didn't want anyone to take my only pair of socks.
After all, Christmas is still 2 months away.
Once hanging everything out to dry, minus the socks,
Yeah, they came back with us.
we made the most of this rainy weather by chilling out in Claudia, and we have lots of fun editing vlog 1.
If you haven't seen this already, you can find it in our Scotland playlist on our channel.
Next time, we board a bigger boat, saying goodbye to Skye and hello, Malay!
We go train spotting to see the Hogwarts Express.
Walk on a beach. Uh-oh.
And visit Ben Nevis Whisky Distillery. This is our first whisky tour tasting experience ever. I don't think you meant to shot it, I think you meant to sip it.
What is it now?
Strong.
Cheers for watching, guys.
We hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, why not tap subscribe to jump in with us in Claudia on our next adventures, or follow us on Instagram at Claudia the Caddy.